Okay, guys, real quick, I want to talk about how Lizzo actually has black privilege. Now, I've just been hearing about Lizzie lately because of people that I'm subscribed to have been discussing her, so I decided to take a look and see what's going on. And I took a look at, I've taken a look at this infamous outfit that she had on at this game, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was just very it was very disrespectful to people who were trying to sit and enjoy a game, and they had their camera phones out recording the game and recording other people, and here's this woman with her butt out and dancing around them while they're trying to sit and enjoy a game. I don't know if it was halftime or what was going on, but she got up and started dancing, okay? And that right there was very disrespectful, and it was just so inconsiderate of not caring how the people around her would feel that she's up with her butt cheeks out and dancing around them. Now, it's also inconsiderate of obviously distasteful because it was a family function, okay? So definitely that was distasteful, and many people have already said that. But I take issue that she did not realize, she did not take the time to think that people who are trying to sit around and enjoy themselves did not want to look to the right or to the left at her behind, shaking around them. Okay? And so, and then she gets on, and I'm going to talk about this privilege that she has. And then she gets on Instagram, Facebook, I don't know. She went live and defended herself and talking about how she wants other women that's her size or plus size women to be confident. They don't have to be exactly like her, but she wants people to be confident in their body. Just in my opinion, that right there, that type of behavior is just it's actually insecure. That's a sign of somebody being insecure. Okay, that's just what I take from it. You can be confident with yourself without having to show everybody your behind. Why do you have to shake your behind around everybody? People don't want to, I don't care if she was a size 5, size 6. I don't want to look at nobody's naked behind while I'm trying to enjoy a game. It has nothing to do with that. Okay? Don't nobody want you shaking your naked behind around them. So I just think that really she's very insecure. That's not security. Just because you're securing yourself don't mean you have to walk around exposing yourself around other people who don't want to see that. If I was to see a woman that look 125 pounds and I see her walking down the street naked, I'm going to look at her like something wrong. You don't have to be big. Okay? So, but Lizzie, is that her name? Anyway, Lizzie, yeah. I guess, and you know what? I only saw this part from when I watched, I think it's Impressive or something. And I just learned about the basketball game or whatever game that she was at, and then her going on Instagram Live. I just watched Impressive because I don't really I don't listen to these people. I don't really know her music, because I stopped listening to a lot of music a couple of years ago. I just cut the radio off, literally. But what was I going to say? Yeah, she could not see the wrong in what she was doing. She did not think that she did anything wrong. She doesn't feel like people should be offended at her. She thinks that she's just being confident, and she thinks that people are criticizing her, and she feel like she's doing it because she's showing that she's confident. She doesn't consider the fact that people did not want her dancing around them like that. Okay, she did not consider that. She did not consider the fact that she was at a family event. As it seemed like, if it did cross her mind, if she does get it, I'm going to say this. Black women have this bad habit of just really not wanting to see their errors. They have a bad habit of not wanting to see what, even if she finally does see, after hearing what some people have to say, because a few people have made videos talking about, no, it's a family event, it's inappropriate, no matter who it is, it does not matter. She finally probably does see where she went wrong, But unfortunately, a lot of black people, period, but a lot of black women, they can 100% understand that part, but because they have this save face kind of mentality, um, she don't want to admit that she wasn't right in what she was kind of wrong for what she did. She wasn't kind of wrong. She was wrong for what she did. And some black women have this high sense of pride, and this save face mentality where she's not going to ever come and say that she did something wrong. She's going to make it all about her being confident in her body, because that's just the kind of attitude a lot of them just have. They just have to prove their point, and they said what I said, I said what I said, I meant what I say, and I mean what I say. That's the mentality. And anybody come with something different, I don't care, even if she does understand it, they're not going to admit it, because they have this problem with admitting that they do something wrong. They have this serious problem. But anyway, let me get to this privilege part, because I got to cut the thing. I have to cut off my recording. So here's the privilege part. The reason why she had privilege, because you would not have, even if it's a plus size white singer that talks about a woman that talks about being secure in her body, you let her go around dancing her butt naked like that at the game. Do you know how the white community would slam her? See, white women, they stay skinny. A lot of them stay skinny anyway, because of, not all of them, but a lot of them, especially like in the 80s. And maybe the 90s and the 70s, a lot of them were pressured to stay very skinny, because the men in their community didn't like shape. I mean, not only did the men not like plus size, they didn't like curves. The men didn't like curves. It seemed like they like big boobs, but they did not like curves. Like you had to look like a pencil for them. Okay, so a lot of these women stayed up in the gym. They stayed, working and trying to, firm up their thighs and everything, and make sure they stay slim for their men. So what I'm saying is that, and that's why you see a lot of these big obese women, especially 300, 400 pounds, you see a lot of them taking these pictures with these black guys. I just see the pictures on media. I don't really see it in my real life, but it's definitely on a lot of media. And it's because a lot of those women who are real plus size like that are rejected by their men, so they go to black men. Those women go to black men. So what I'm saying is, I say that to say this, that let a plus size white woman the size of Lizzo get her butt like that up in the game and shake her butt like that, the white community will slam her. They will slam her. They will slam her so bad, especially the men. They will say some of the most disgusting things about her, because they reject that. They don't, a lot of them, now they're more accepting of plus size, I think, now in 2019. But I remember in the 80s and even the 90s, and I don't remember the 70s well, because I was born in the late 70s. But those women were pressured to be thin. They were pressured to be thin. Okay? Now, I want to talk about, even if, like, say if it was an Asian woman, Asian, like anybody from the country of Asian, Indian woman, Chinese woman, Korean woman. But let's just take an example of a Chinese woman, right? Who's a singer, who's plus size. I think Chinese people would be harder on a Chinese woman that acted like Lizzo did, more than the white community would be harder on a white woman. Because the Chinese folks, they seem, to me, them as a culture, they seem strict about their image. They seem very strict about their image. They seem very strict about their communities. They seem strict about their patriarchy. They just seem strict about things. They seem very strict, more strict than white people, okay? And see, you let a plus size Chinese singer get up in some stands like that, or around people like that, and especially a family event. If she ain't getting paid to do it, she ain't nowhere where she's a paid prostitute, and this way all of that stuff is okay to do. But she on public, in the public media where kids are supposed to be, and not only that, she gets up on camera and then dance and shake her behind to the world around people who's just trying to enjoy a game. I believe Chinese people would completely disown that woman. A Chinese woman who was plus size like Lizzo and was a singer and who did the exact same thing that Lizzo did at that game. I honestly think that the Chinese nation I really think that they would disown that woman. They would literally disown her, okay? And if she was an Indian person, they would disown her. They're very strict about how they appear. Okay? They're very strict about how they appear. Okay, and any other ones, Arab, just any other ones. You think of any other ones, they're not having that. They're not gonna let you embarrass them as a culture like that. They're not gonna let you embarrass them like that. Okay, so they literally would disown those kind of women. Okay, but anyway, that's what I was talking about. How Lizzo, she actually does have she has black privilege. Okay, she does have black privilege, because a white woman would not have gotten away with that. A Chinese woman would have not gotten away with that. An Indian woman would not have gotten away with that. Literally, their own communities would disown them. They will not want to have anything else to do with them had this been any other type of woman. Okay. But anyway, as usual, you guys can let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.